why Christian fellowship is necessary. Number one, fellowship strengthens our faith. When we isolate ourselves, after some time spiritually we become cold. Scripture speaking in Proverbs 27:17, it says, iron sharpens iron. I read a very beautiful old story about a particular pastor who find out that one of his members has stopped coming to church. And so one of the days, the pastor decided to go visit the stray member. He got to the man's house, knocked the door. The man opened the door. They didn't say a word to each other. The man just motioned him to a seat. It was a cold evening. The stray member was, warming himself by the fire. There was an extra chair by the fire. So he motioned to the pastor. And the pastor took a seat, both of them beside the fire. Still, they haven't spoken a word to each other. And then after some moment, the pastor found a stick beside the fire. He picked up the stick and then started using it to play with some of the charcoals of the fire that were burning. And after some time, he decided to concentrate on one of the burning charcoal that was very bright and glowing. He rolled it with that stick out of the bunch of the other charcoal that were burning and dropped that one out alone. When it was out alone, that single coal was still burning and bright. But after some moment, it started getting cold. The light went out of it, and then it went dead light out. And then the pastor played with it a little bit, and then rolled the lonely charcoal back into the bunch of the coal that were burning. And then after some times, it caught fire, and then started glowing and burning again. And when that was done, the pastor stood up. They still haven't spoken a word to each other. The pastor stood up and headed for the door. And then for the first time, the stray church member looked up and said, Pastor, I got the sermon. I'll be in church on Sunday. Is the isolated animal that the predators go after. Even when the animals are weak, if they are together, it's difficult for the predator to deal with them. The time that the enemy has fought and won in your life is either when you were backsliding or you were away from church. Number two reason why fellowship is important. Fellowship offers comfort and encouragement. Life sometimes can be very hard. God didn't promise us smooth ride all through life. But God used brothers and sisters, maybe from cracking joke or to say something casual that will encourage us. They may not even know what you are going through. And then they just answer your question. Somebody has received encouragement in the area that you are struggling now. When you hear the testimony of that person, it will encourage you. That was what the angel Gabriel told Mary. Mary was saying, how am I going to get pregnant? I'm a virgin. Angel said, Elizabeth, your cousin, that they said was barren, gone beyond menopause. She's pregnant. The God who can make a woman who is no longer fertile pregnant is the one who said, I will make you pregnant without a man. So to every Mary, there's an Elizabeth. But you find them in the place of fellowship. Number three, fellowship keeps us accountable. Accountability partners help us walk in integrity. When you have people who lovingly challenge you and pray with you, it's less likely that you fall. The church is a family, stronger than your biological family, than your natural family. James 5:16 says, confess your sin to one another and pray for each other so that you may be healed. And in confessing your sin one to another, please don't go to who will gossip. Even when you need a prayer, please go to somebody who you know is responsible enough, is discreet enough. Fellowship creates accountability, and accountability shapes our character. There are some things that as human beings you want to do it. But you remember, I am an usher. They used to see me standing in church. I don't know if one person is in this keke now who know me. You put yourself in order. When somebody mash you and you learn forgiveness, somebody speak to you the way you don't like in church, you learn forgiveness. You can't be at home and learn those things. Number four, fellowship helps us grow spiritually. We grow when we learn from each other. When we serve each other, when we minister to each other, we grow. In Ephesians 4 verse 16, he said as each part does its own special work, it helps the other part grow so that the whole body is healthy and growing full of love. If the ear is absent, the body will be deformed. It's what every joint supply, and that is found in fellowship. Number five, fellowship is a destiny matter. Every one of us have a church and a pastor. There's a church where you go to, it's like the pastor is in your house. That is your church. That is your pastor. The church may be a church of 10,000. It may be a church of 200 people. It may be a church of 30 people. But when you get there, you know that God is here and this man used to read my mail. You have a company and it's a sacred company. You know, some of us, you have a reason why you don't want to come to church. Church people are not perfect. Even if they were perfect, the day you join, they become imperfect because you are not perfect. You spoil the perfection. There are no perfect churches. There's a temptation to go to where it's happening. But where it's happening may not be where it's happening for you. Go to where God ministers to you. Go to where God speaks to you. Church is a destiny matter. You do not know the day of your visitation. So don't miss service carelessly. Take it serious. Anything that takes you away from fellowship is taking you away from your destiny. Don't allow it.
Pastor David Muhammed's messages are now on Spotify. Search for Pastor David D. Muhammed and stay edified all week long.